30-day challenge. I did have to make some modifications, of course, right? With COVID and everybody being home, I had to make some modifications. I am still going to do the 3x3. I did not do calls today. I will be doing calls Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I will probably, let me back up. So I had to make some modifications. So on the 3x3, I will be doing calls Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Because there are no open houses right now due to COVID, I had to come up with a substitute. So I was trying to be as creative as I could be. And hopefully this will yield something, though I think that the best case scenario will be just that more people in the market that I'm targeting will know who I am, okay? So what I have planned for a substitute is I'm sending 50 hand-addressed letters with a printout of basically like it's an MLS printout saying like what has sold near that house in the last 6 months. So it's like sold, pending, active listings. And the letter is something like, hey, a couple houses near yours have gone on the market. So it's just a caveat it. It is a house that just came on the market, like today, for example. The 50 letters I took them out of Geo Leads, and so it's like 50 houses that have been owned for at least 7 years in that area. Okay, boom, those are my criteria. So basically the letter's like, hey, a couple homes in your area have gone on the market recently. Open houses are shut down. If you or someone you know are interested in seeing any of these homes, please contact me for a private tour. If you're curious about your home during COVID-19, reach out to me. Basically, that's what the letter says. Hey, enjoy your holidays. It's Ashley. I put a business card in there. Boom. So that's what I'm doing, okay? So I'm sending out 50 of those. And then what I'm doing is I'm sending up a follow-up postcard. And the postcard is the same postcard that I send to my farm. And so the postcard that I send to my farm is basically like a market update. It just says like what the average purchase prices, how long houses are staying in the market in the area, how many people are getting at asking price or higher. And it has on the back like a little place where they can, do like a market analysis and find out the value of their home. All right, so basically the pattern is I send out that letter, the 50 of those are gonna go out on Wednesday. I have tested this so I could figure out like how long it takes to get to these places because they're like basically right in my neighborhood. And it actually takes like 3 days, okay? So if I send it Wednesday, it'll be postmarked, I think, for Wednesday or Thursday, and it probably won't get to them until Friday or Saturday. And of course, it's the holidays, so everything is slower. So then the plan after that is to actually do circle prospecting around that property. So what I'm gonna do, so basically what they're gonna end up from me is a letter, a postcard, and a phone call. If they don't answer the phone, then they're gonna get a voicemail. So basically that's it. So that was my open house substitute. I mean, given the fact that it's really not necessarily safe to do door knocking, I feel like this is the next best thing. I mean, I think if I call 100 people and get like 10 of them on the phone, I mean, that might actually be better than what I might see at an open house. An open house, I might get like 2 people or something. Who knows? So that's my open house substitute. So basically for my day to day, it looks actually a lot like Ricky's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday and part of his Wednesday. So what I did today is I am going to get my 50 letters together. So instead of selecting an open house like he would do on Wednesday, then I'm going to do my 50 letters. I did select a house. I got my 50 letters. They're going to be done tonight and stamped, and all I have to do is just run by the post office and post them out tomorrow. And then I worked a little bit on my weekly email. I will probably send my weekly email out on Thursday. I'm having some tweaks to my website and parts of it are down, so it's going to go out on Thursday. It is what it is. The email is pretty much ready to go. It's just that when they click any of the links in there, it basically takes you somewhere where there's nothing available. Now, does it have to be a functional website? I mean, one would argue it doesn't freaking matter because who cares? The point is that they see your name in the inbox, okay? But I'm gonna try my best to get the website itself up and running. So yes, I did do my morning quick workout, which is just some like abs, some squats, and some push-ups. I did that at 5:30. I did have a meeting with myself. I did post to Facebook twice. I haven't done anything real estate related, so maybe when I get off here, I'll do something on Instagram that's real estate related. And then, let's see, I did do my afternoon run. Had kind of a busy day at the house today. We put up the Christmas tree. I mean, just to sort of say everything. My daughter's elf on a shelf arrived today. Emily, so Emily's now in the house, watching things and observing. So that happened. So yeah, my last things to do. Oh, I did, what I did? So I have some people, this is kind of outside the 28-day challenge. So I have some people, these are like my bonus things. I have some people that are in my farm that hit my postcard, like maybe earlier this year. So I sent them a letter basically saying, hey, it was a crazy year. Here's what sold near your house in the last blah, blah, blah. Like basically like a little printout of the MLS. So I sent those out today. I think that there were just like a handful of people. So since tomorrow is expired's day, expired's calls, I need to get on my computer and prep that list at some point. And I have it on my list for something to do today, but like we're basically right at bath time. And so I might not get to it tonight. It might have to be something that I do tomorrow before I start making calls. But on the plus side, bonus, I had someone that this is a very complicated story, but basically I met somebody at an open house that I held. Probably, gosh, now it's been like probably like a year and a half ago. And what they want to do is they want to sell 2 houses and buy another one. So basically the 2 families want to combine and get into one house. So I did lock in an appointment with that person to talk about next steps on Friday. So we'll just kind of see how that goes. I mean, I think that they've had a kind of a hard time sort of figuring everything out, right? Like there's a lot of, when you're doing that kind of transaction, there's just a lot of steps. All right. Everybody knows that. So, yeah, I think overall it's going pretty well. I had this, I do want to hit on mindset a little bit. I had this thought today when I was in the shower and I was like kind of excited to get on the phone with expired. It's like, I really haven't, I didn't have this much enthusiasm when I first started in real estate. And I think the reason that is because I felt like I was so inexperienced that I just didn't think I could help anybody. I don't know if that sounds weird or not, but I just felt like I hadn't when you're calling expireds and you haven't done a single deal, right? Like I just sort of felt like, man, someone more experienced than me couldn't sell the house. So, why would I be able to do it? But now, you know what? I've sold some houses. I feel like, this might sound a little, I don't know, overly confident, but I do feel like I could maybe make a contribution. I mean, certainly I expect these people to maybe, I don't know. I guess it depends on how far out the expired is. But I sort of fully expect for them to not be very nice. And I'm okay with that because I know what to expect. I know how these conversations are going to go. So that's what I need to do. I need to pull Ricky's script and I need to prep my expired list because here's the deal. For RedX and my MLS, it doesn't automatically pull them. I have to do a search in the MLS, create a spreadsheet and upload them in. So I got to do that. And man, I'm trying to think if I'm going to be calling for 3 hours, I probably need about 300 or something like that. I don't even know that there's that many in my market. To be honest with you, I hadn't really focused on expireds because, for example, it was something, I had a client ask me about this recently. We had 1,400 houses sell in the last 6 months. Yeah, I think it's 1,400 in the last 6 months in my city and 24 expired. Man, 24 is a low number. 24 expired and probably at least 50% of those got relisted. Maybe more. It could be 75% were relisted, okay? Because pretty much everything sells. So we'll just see. Maybe I'll just kind of go back further in time and pull old expireds. But yeah, I'm gonna work that expired muscle. Exciting. All right, well, I will see you again tomorrow for day 3. And yeah, if you like what you're hearing, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I will see you tomorrow.